What's up, everybody? Today I'm going to be showing you a little tutorial on how I did this nuclear gill pattern. I've been seeing these pictures and videos pop up on these accounts that make miniatures. They paint them and stuff like that, and I think it's called Warhammer, but they've been doing these really cool color light effects on it where it looks like it's glowing and looks like it's on fire, and I thought that'd really be cool to do on a gill. This was one of the hardest colors I've ever done, just so much color fade going into it to make it look like it's on fire, and doing the white base under each color to make it really pop and stuff. It was a lot of work, but it was really fun. So hope you guys liked the video. Like and subscribe and check it out. Alright, first off, we're going to show you how I do the little technique that brings out all the details. I do this on some of my baits. I just put a black base coat over that white primer, and then I'm going to sand it, and it's going to make all those little carved details in it pop out when you put the paint over it. I use I think it's a 400 grit sandpaper, and you don't want to go too deep. You just want that black coming off of there and leaving that in the grooves like you can see. And now I'm just doing the first coat of brown. I'm going to gradually go to a darker brown on the top. I'm going to have a link in the description of all the paints that I use. I mostly use Createx airbrush colors. There's a couple really cool ones that I've used in this one that I tried out and actually worked. They're really inexpensive paints that you can get at Walmart. Right here you can see that I just added a little bit of black to that brown that was already in the gun. Right here I'm mixing up the color for the belly. I wanted to show this because I put a mica powder in there. It's a purple, sort of like a purple color shift tint on a pearl mica powder. Again, I'll have a link with all the stuff that I use. If I can't find it, I'll just find something similar to the type of stuff that I use in the description below. Now this is the real cool part, doing that fire lava effect on the belly of it. So I just started with a black, and I'm going to go from red to like a real cream yellow color in the middle to make it look like it's really hot. So I'm just going to start with that black and then red, just straight red, and then I'm going to add more and more yellow to it. And then at the end, you'll see I'll start adding an opaque white, and that really brightens it at the end. And you can see I'm adding that black also to the fins. I really wish I'd have got this process on camera better, but you can see what I'm sort of doing here. I'm just adding that red, and then it's slowly going to go into that yellow. this is a really cool tip that I learned. You should put a white base coat under like your brighter colors that you want on there. It really makes them pop. I wish I would have learned this a long time ago. I've been doing it for about maybe 2 years now on a lot of my baits. And I've seen that they were doing this on those miniature figures too, so I thought that'd be a cool tip to show you guys. Right here, I'm just going back with the paintbrush and applying that opaque white just on the tip of that gill to make it really look like it's lit up right on the end. This paint right here I'm using is Jacquard's airbrush paint. It's a really nice paint. It's got a really cool metallic effect in it. That's my favorite metallic paint that I can get. I use a lot of their golds and silvers too. I was really excited about how this came out to show you guys this next paint that I'm using. It's actually folk art paint from Walmart. I think it was like $3. It's their neon colors. And if you mix it with the reducer for Createx, you can actually spray it. I was really surprised at how good it came out. It didn't clump up or nothing like that. It worked perfect for me. Right here's that folk art neon again. It's the neon pink. I think it even says that it glows under black light. I don't know if that's like one of those UV ones that you can use for that. I haven't tried it to get your bait to glow. I don't think it's that same kind of paint though. I didn't like any of the eyes that I had for this bait, so I thought I'd make my own. I just peeled the back off the eyes that I already had, and then I'm adding a green color shift mica powder to the black paint, and I'm going to spray the backs of those. This was really tough to do, these little details. I wanted to make that fin pop out too, so I just went back with the paintbrush and that opaque white. This is the paint mix for the little bars that I'm going to do on the gill. I do this on a lot of my baits. I really don't like using stencils too much. I really like doing this more. It just looks a little bit more bold to me and a little more like a natural look when you can really just fill in them scales instead of getting a full strip on it. Sometimes I like doing this. Sometimes I just like that just stencil look too, just the black bars. Really depends on what I'm going for. Here I'm doing the little black ear on there. I like to do that with the brush too, get a real crisp line. This is the Jacquard's Copper Metallic. It's my favorite metallic paint for sure. When you put the clear coat over it, it doesn't dull at all. It actually looks better with the clear coat over it. All the lure builders know this is the best part, putting on the eyes. Means you're finished and you like what you have and it isn't totally scrapped. Once you put the eyes on, it's like the seal of approval.